Hey, welcome everyone. We are here on the show floor and we have a very special guest, Ronak Desai, SVP GM for Cisco AppDynamics and Full-Stack Observability. Ronak, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Exciting week.
Yes, lots of announcements, right?
Announcements.
So, Ronak, while you've been here at the show, I know you've been meeting with a lot of customers and partners. Can you share a little bit about what you're hearing from them? What kind of challenges they're facing? What are the different needs they have within the observability space?
I think it starts with really trying to understand every component your application depends upon, right? People had siloed view of their application landscape. This is where by bringing in full stack observability, people are getting it now. Why it is so important for them? Because as we talked about and we wrote in blog, digital experience has become a key boardroom metric, right? So now people are starting to ask saying, how do I quickly find out the problem, become proactive so I can avoid even the problem happening, right? And this is where bringing in our network insights with our digital experience monitoring from application perspective has been super powerful. Now we can also visualize and monitor what's happening in your private network.
Yeah.
We've added session replay and session recording. This is another powerful capability giving you a vantage point from an end user's perspective, right?
Yes.
So these are some of the problems which we are trying to really go after by bringing in different domains. Security, another big initiative for Cisco and for us as well. This is where we are bringing application telemetry with security to help you prioritize vulnerability. We have the capability now for container as well as your hybrid application from a business risk perspective.
Right.
But we also added now data security observability into the platform.
Yeah.
So overall, super excited. GenAI, how can I miss that?
Yes.
Using a natural language interface to interact with the tools, absolutely there. We're going to go to preview for what we are calling it Cisco AI Assistant for observability to really help you do autonomous root cause analysis, right? And this is where when we talk about it, and I showed you a little demo today on the keynote, it's landing really well. This is like having a human expert next to you, so your level 1 people can actually debug, troubleshoot without needing to call some senior folks.
Absolutely. So I know that in the Cisco Observability Platform, we had lots of new modules, lots of innovations. Can you just share a few of those big ones for everybody watching?
Yeah, so, just to put it in context, I would say, before we get into detail, there were 24 modules built by our partners in last 6 months. That's a module a week. That rapid pace of innovation is only possible because of the power of the platform, right? And so in just this week, we are announcing 8 new partner modules, right? So first of all, thanks to our partners for really working closely together with us and innovating it jointly. Things like AIX monitoring, right? From a mainframe perspective. Monitoring oil and gas wells, right? These are the sort of verticals where we may not have the expertise. This is where our partners are coming in and sort of filling that gaps and allowing that whole span of customers who typically may not be able to get that business KPI. Think about, we talk about boardroom KPI, right? For oil and gas, boardroom KPI may be different than somebody who is operating automobile, battery manufacturer, or somebody who is a banking, right? So monitoring the mortgage application and how many transactions are going through is very important for financial institution, right? So we are sort of covering the whole landscape working with our partner. Stay tuned. We have really a lot of exciting stuff coming in. We would be in double or triple digit number of modules coming up soon.
Yeah. You mentioned that in your keynote, right, that DEM is that boardroom KPI. Can you talk a little bit more about the module, talk a little bit more about what we're doing with eBPF and some of the new other apps and modules as well? That'd be great.
100%. So at Cisco, when we talk about DEM, we're really holistically looking at it, employee experience, as well as experience of end users of your application, right? You would see a lot of our competitors who is talking it from very narrow angle of either networking or only application. We have this unique advantage because we have so many good insights from either networking, session replay, applications, which we are able to bring it together, right? Either it's for your public network or a private network. And that is super powerful. And now having a session replay, session recording where you can do a rage click detection, you can find out the problematic sessions, really makes it powerful for our end customer to really understand that end-to-end holistic digital experience. Helps you with your boardroom metric, whether it's a revenue or customer acquisition. Speaking of eBPF, another exciting module, we have announced our intent to acquire Isovalent. there is a module which is available in open source which allows us to bring the telemetry without you instrumenting the application. This is what I call it agentless observability. You don't need agents. We are able to tell you who's talking to what, and if there are problems, even to non-instrumentable application like DNS, which is owned by third party, but we can still monitor what's happening if there are issues around it from a TCP perspective, right? So really exciting. And when our buyers, which are our networking or security buyers, look at it from this perspective, it even helps them from a persona perspective, right? So ability to expand full stack observability to different buyers, whether it's a CIO, SRE team, CISO, sustainability, because sustainability is a big initiative to give what is the CO2 emission for your application. From cost perspective, from a cloud, so you're now even attracting CFO's attention, right? So you're attracting attention or serving the need of all the C-suite holder, not only CIOs and IT teams.
So I know AI is a huge theme these days, everywhere in the industry. Can you share a little bit more about AI and observability, both from how we can observe AI applications and how we're using AI within our platform and in FSO as well?
Yeah, no, I think, Eugene, great question. So let's talk about how we are using AI from our development perspective. It is really so powerful where we are able to go from things which would take us months to develop, now we are able to do it in 2 to 3 days. Because if we have trained models to create some of the models, we have it. And this is really accelerating it, our pace of innovation. But from an end customer's perspective, we've already built the capability where now we can monitor usage of LLMs, irrespective of what kind of LLMs you're using it, from an API performance perspective as well as cost.
Right.
And this is my prediction. Cost of LLM is going to be like cloud costs.
Absolutely.
People will have to manage actively because otherwise it's going to be a runaway cost,
Yeah.
right? So this is where we are giving that capability. Again, this is a capability. If you have an agent, we don't charge you for anything. This is available for free. If you're an AppDynamics customer, you have it.
Right.
The other part, which is really exciting, is about building autonomous root cause analysis with our AI assistant,
Yes.
right? And we will go preview soon, but this is like having a human expert next to you, right? And that's the part which is very exciting. And when I talk to our customers and analysts, they're like, our approach is very, very pragmatic. And this is exactly what one of the analysts told me today, saying, we're not talking about LLM just as a hype thing. We're talking about real use cases and how we are helping our customer, right? So being really pragmatic, really trying to solve the problems which our customer are facing is where we are focused on it.
It's almost like having a big team of virtual AI observability analysts, right, in your pocket, basically, right?
100%. It's like having we used to call it tech in your organization.
Yeah.
And this is like virtual, and your level 1 people should be able to solve a lot of problems.
Well, Ronak, we really thank you for joining us and sharing just about the vision that we have for Full-Stack Observability, AppDynamics, and AI. And for everyone else, if you'd like to learn more, visit the Cisco Applications blog area, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.